to your mind when you hear or you see the name Joseph Smith? Well, to me and to millions of others, Joseph is considered a prophet of God in the full sense of the word, just like Moses and Abraham, Isaiah, John the Baptist. But to millions of others, Joseph is considered a false prophet, an imposter, a fake and fraud. So which was Joseph? Prophet of God or fake and a fraud? And is there any way to know for sure? Yes, there is. Because Jesus gave us a way to test whether a man is a true or a false prophet. And the test involves, wait for it, fruit. I'm Tim Carver, your host. Come with me. Let's see if Joseph can pass Jesus' test of being a true prophet of God. So it was in the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 7, where Jesus gave us the key for identifying both true and false prophets. Here's what he said. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. So two things he's teaching us about the false prophets. First, they can make themselves look like sheep, harmless. Secondly, they are not like sheep. They're ravening wolves. The word ravening means extremely hungry and looking to kill. It's in the next verse that the Lord gives us the key for identifying both true and false prophets. Here's what he said. Ye shall know them by... Wait a minute. Know them? Know them. We don't have to guess. You shall know them by their fruits. Prophets have fruits? Yeah. Let's explore that analogy just a bit. Now, I know you know what kind of fruit that is, but I'm guessing you don't know what kind of fruit that is. That's the fruit of a manchineel tree. That's a tree that grows in the tropical parts of Central and South America, and all parts of the manchineel tree are poisonous, including the leaves. Let's take a look at a sign. Manchineel tree, poisonous. Do not eat the small green apples. Christopher Columbus actually called them manzanilla de la muerte. Okay, probably not the best Spanish, but that literally means the little apple of death. Yikes. Do you know what would happen if you took even a little bite of the manchineel fruit? Now, this is based on those who have done it and actually lived to tell us about it. They said that the initial taste is deceiving because it's sweet. And then almost instantly, there's an explosion of fire in your mouth. That fire starts going down your throat, making it hard to swallow, even hard to breathe. Sorry. And if you don't get help soon, you die. So, one of those fruits is delicious. One of them is deadly. But let's take away the fruit. Now tell me, which one is which? See how similar the leaves look? So let's say there's a storm coming up. Remember our sign? Let's go back to that. Oh, do not stand under the tree when it rains. Yeah, even rainwater dripping on you from the leaves can make you very sick. Let's try this. There are two trees out there, big storm coming up, and you want to stand under one of them so you don't get drenched. Which one are you going to stand under? Go ahead, take your guess. Did you get it right? What if you got it wrong? Is it safe to guess on something that's poisonous? That's what Jesus is telling us. Let's put the fruit back on. Oh, does it make it any easier? That's the key for prophets too. Prophets have fruit that identifies if they're true or false prophets. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering what the fruit of a prophet is, right? It's their words. It's their works. It's even their motives. Those are the things that tell us whether a man's a false prophet or a true prophet. I know. A lot of people on the earth today that are saying, oh, the days of the prophets are over. There's no more true prophets on the earth. God doesn't speak anymore directly with his servants as he did in the days of old. In fact, I had someone that came up to me once and he said, I know Joseph Smith can't be a true prophet. I said, really? How do you know that? He said, because it says right in the Bible. Jesus said there would be no more prophets after him. I said, I don't think I've ever read that. Can you show me where that is? He said, well, I don't know where it is, but it's in there. It isn't in there. In fact, Jesus said just the opposite. In the book of Luke, he said this, I will send them prophets. I will send them and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. Joseph Smith was not only persecuted, but slain as a prophet of God. Well, how do we know? We go back to Jesus' key. We know by his fruits. And that's the whole purpose of this project. We want to introduce to you through a series of videos each of these fruits brought forth by the prophet Joseph Smith. Just short videos to show you what he brought forth. Fruits. Lots of them. Can I give you just one quick one? Can you tell me what the main thing, the number one thing was that Joseph was criticized for in his day by the so-called experts? Do you know? It was his claim that he had found ancient writing on metal plates. Joseph said he found plates held together by rings in a stone box, and they had been written on metal. But there's a problem. At that time, and in his place, there was no knowledge of ancient cultures who wrote on metal, so they laughed at him. They made fun of him. You're a hoax. You're a fake. No one wrote on metal plates. Parchment, yes. Papyrus, yes. Metal, no. You're not only a fake, you're an obvious fake. If you're gonna try to convince somebody of something, do your homework. Well, let's fast forward a couple hundred years. Since Joseph's day, have there been any metal plates found with ancient writings on them? By archaeologists, not by members of the church. What would you say? More than 10? More than 100? Thousands. Thousands. We're going to talk about this more in the future, but archaeologists have found metal writings on gold, silver, brass, copper. Did you know one of the Dead Sea Scrolls was on copper? Zinc, tin, and some of them were found in stone boxes, and others were held together by rings. So here's the critical question that every honest and sincere person has to ask themselves. How does the boy living in the middle of nowhere with no internet connection, how does he get it all right? He's spot on over and over again. How does he do it? Good guessing? Please. Those are the fruits of a true prophet of God. So, our invitation to you, kind of like the one that Philip gave his friend Nathaniel when Philip had found the Messiah. Do you remember this? It's the book of John, chapter 1. Philip is so excited. He has found the Messiah and he wants to share that with his friend Nathaniel. Philip findeth Nathanael and saith unto him, We have found him of whom Moses and the law and the prophets did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. And Nathanael said unto him, Can there any good thing come of Nazareth? Philip saith unto him, Come and see. Even though Nathanael didn't think much of anyone coming from Nazareth, he was willing to set that aside, accept his friend's invitation to come and see. And when he did, he didn't just find a Nazarene. He found the Messiah. So, our invitation to you, come and see. Set aside any bias you may have, like Nathanael was willing to do. Put Joseph to the test. Study the fruits of Joseph Smith, and you will discover, as millions have, they bear witness of him being a true prophet of God. We also hope that you'll subscribe, that you'll like, share these things with people that you know and love. They're true fruits of the prophet Joseph Smith. It's by those fruits I've come to know Joseph Smith was a true prophet of God. I've studied those fruits. I've prayed and sought for Heavenly Father's direction and understanding. Those fruits have changed my life. They have brought me a peace and a purpose and an understanding. They will yours also. Come and see, and by his fruits you shall know.